Alt 92.3.
Welcome Wallows to Alt 92.3. That's how you know you're amongst friends and fans. I didn't have to ask them for applause. They just applaud you guys. But you guys are quite popular. I was saying at the top, you're out in the hallway. But like literally the phone lines have been going crazy for this event. So thank you so much for doing it. And for the one fan over here that said she didn't know your music, and if you're watching on your computer and you don't know who the hell these guys are, let's start with just some basics.
Okay.
Two actors and a barista. Do I have this backstory correct?
That's actually fully right, yeah.
All right. Yes.
But we almost called the band, actually.
Yeah, that have been a sick band name. Two actors and a barista.
Future sitcom, maybe. But yeah, how did you all meet?
Braeden and I were acting in a coffee shop, and Cole was a barista there, and then the rest is history.
Yeah, and I scouted
I
that.
put my number on my receipt, and he called me.
Like, call me, baby.
It was accidentally a winky face, so the first encounter was a little weird.
No, Braeden and I met when we were really young. I was like 9 years old. You know, we both went out to LA. He's from Ohio. I'm from Indiana. We both went out to LA for acting. We were young and became friends. Our moms met online, and then they did. And
That's
then
how we met. Yeah.
we were friends for a couple of years. You know, both liked rock music and stuff, and started writing kind of funny songs. And then I joined this program in LA called Join the Band in the Valley. I signed up for it. It's like where kids meet up and they'll form a band of kids that practices for a few weeks, and you play a show of a couple covers or whatever. I asked Braeden to do it. He said yes, and then Cole was there and was the drummer at the time.
Well, no, Cole was in another room doing Join the Blend, like a coffee. No, I'm just kidding.
Coffee training camp at 11 years old.
Join the Blend.
Boot camp.
And we're like, that blender sounds awfully nice.
Barista his whole life.
Do you do percussion?
Anyway, and then we started our own band. We've been playing together for like 10 years under different band names. So.
Yeah, I think some people, like the casual fan, they think you're like a new band. But yeah, you guys have been doing this now for almost a decade, which is rad.
Yeah, Wallows came from... So I grew up loving skateboarding, so I always used to play the Tony Hawk games. And in Tony Hawk's Underground, a video game, there's a level where you go to Hawaii and then you skate. One of the missions is to skate Wallows, which is a skate spot in Hawaii where you go and it's like behind houses. And we were called two different band names before that. We were called Tony Hawk's Underground. And I'm kidding. No, we weren't. But we had two other band names before that. And then when we wanted to switch our name up in 2017, right before we put out Pleaser, like we recorded all those songs without a name, like Pleaser and all that. We were just kind of recording, didn't know what we'd put it out under. And then I threw Wallows in the hat. And then at some point I started doubting it for no reason because I doubt everything. I'm like, oh, it's not, I don't know if it's good. Oh, it's weird. And then Dylan was like really strongly for it. Like he's like, no, it's great. Like that's fine. Let's do it. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I remember after I agreed to it, the next night in Starbucks, the next day I was like, what about Driving Range? The Driving Range is sick. And he's like, what? I hate you. And I was like, oh my God. So that's how Wallows came to be.
Anybody ever hit up Tony Hawk? Like let him know? I feel like that's something that's got to happen, right?
Yeah. That'd be cool. He seems like a really nice guy.
Yeah, that's what
he
I'm saying.
seems like a very down-to-earth guy.
Yeah. That's awesome. I was listening to an interview you did recently about the new record, and you were saying that it's kind of about a lot of things, but if you were to sort of boil it down, it's a lot about like the loss of innocence, right? Growing up, being a little bit scared of whatever's next. There's so many exciting things happening for you guys these days, but right now, what does scare you the most on a serious note? I got to add in that serious
Tour
note.
buses.
Tour buses.
Tour
We
buses.
had a tour bus that exploded. Like,
Oh, yeah. Can we
seriously.
ask about this? They were telling me out in the hallway. This was pretty unfortunate.
Can we talk about it?
Yeah.
Are
I
we-
mean,
Andrew, are we allowed to tell the story of the tour bus?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Oh, sweet.
There's like insurance things. You never know if like I don't know.
Insurance.
Yeah. I mean, we were like us and the guys in the band were on our way on a plane separately to Tulsa to do a smaller like radio promo show thing, and then we got on our layover, and Karaba, our tour manager, was on the phone and was saying stuff about like, did you call 911? Like, oh my God. Like, we were like, what's going on? And he said the bus is on fire. There was and then at first we didn't know if the rest of our friends on the bus were like alive. It was really, really scary for a second. But then we found out everyone was okay. And we all lost all our stuff that was on the boat. We only brought a couple things with us on the trip. Braeden brought his suitcase. Braeden kept all his things. But we all lost the rest of our stuff. Not all his things. You lost some things. We all lost some
I
things.
lost three articles of clothing I love. That's it. But they lost like, I mean, our keyboardist, trumpet player lost both of his computers. Just everything was gone.
yeah.
Basically, it was avoided by like a minute. It could have happened at any other time, and it could have been so much different. So we're very happy to be. So still, now we're on a bus. I'm like, this is the same exact thing that we were on before.
Yeah, sleeping it's a very different feeling to like crawl into the bunk.
I'm like, okay,
Like
here we go.
full like coffin.
Keep my
bunk.
vent open and keep the smells
Scary.
Let's get to some of these fan questions. Where's Keaton from Levittown? There we go. That's a hand.
It's good.
All right. Keaton wants to know, what's your band's role model or influenced by? What are you guys influenced by?
Ooh. I feel like we all grew up loving a lot of the like iconic alternative bands. Like, yeah, like we probably wouldn't be a band if it wasn't for Kings of Leon. Like I know you always say that, and like we were Strokes nerds and Arctic Monkeys. Like that's like the root.
Yeah.
But it's moved on to a lot of different stuff since then. Like.
It's hard to pinpoint, really. You
Yeah.
know, it's like there's just so many. There's so many. Yeah.
Frank
Frankie,
Ocean.
Frankie,
Yeah.
Of course.
Vampire Weekend, St. Vincent. I wouldn't be doing music if I was with the Beatles. I always say that every time. There you go.
Yeah. There you go, Keaton. Michelle from Clifton, New Jersey. Where are you? Right up front. Nice.
Clifton.
How's Tessie doing?
Oh, that Tessie, for those who don't understand who Tessie is, that's my dog. She's very cute. She's a pit bull, and I love her so much. She's great. She's happy and healthy. My sister sends me photos all the time. So she's great. Thank you for asking. Mm-hmm.
There's your Tessie update. Michael from Bayonne. False line. Michael from Bayonne back there? All right, cool. Michael wants to know, very important question, what is your favorite type of pizza?
Oh.
I mean, I'm a huge. Sorry, New Yorkers. I'm a huge Chicago deep dish fan.
Oh.
Get out of here.
Much more than New York pizza.
Hit the road.
Can't
do a New York
so
accent.
deep dish, Gino's East, Illuminati's.
Yeah. You ever have Emmett's here in the city?
Never had
Very good
Emmett's.
Chicago.
No, my
Yeah,
favorite
it's
here is Prince Street Pizza. I like Prince Street Pizza.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the Detroit style cut. They have more than the others cut.
Oh,
You are a
God.
connoisseur,
Pizza.
aren't you?
No, not really.
Miranda
What about you
from
guys?
Pineapple.
sorry.
I'm just kidding. No, vegan pizza recently because I don't do dairy. So a nice vegan cheese with a nice pepper.
Does it taste the same?
It tastes better to me.
Really? Okay.
Well, I'm kind of lying, but I have to force myself that I think it's better.
Yeah, I like classic cheese because then you can compare pizzas to each other.
Mhm.
It's like a test subject, you know, like the cheese, like the control group. Yeah. Science.
No. My favorite pizza in New York is at Emily. They have this one it's a place called Emily, and my favorite burger and pizza are at the same place. And then there's one called like M Squared. There's like anyway, this place has like it's like vodka sauce and pepperoni and like honey on it, and to me it's like one of the best. I thought it was so
Wow.
The burger's incredible. Anyway, yep.
good. The burger is the best. That's so good.
Very hungry all of a sudden. Miranda from Buffalo.
Yo.
Did you really come from Buffalo today? Oh,
Ah.
okay. Gotcha. Okay. The heck of a drive. Do you believe in astrology?
You
You
know
stumped him.
what does that question mean exactly?
I don't know. Like, are you into astrology?
Like
you
signs
believe
and
in-
stuff?
Like, you ever read your
Yeah.
horoscope and you
Aquarius
think, hey,
and,
that
like-
sounds like
Okay.
me?
You know what's funny? I read my sign and I'm like, this is so weirdly accurate. And I'm like, there's no way they must just like vaguely put every kind of personality in one thing. And then I read another thing and I'm like, wait, this isn't like me at all. So like that, I'm like, wait, this is very strange.
Yeah.
So I guess I believe in it to some degree because
Mhm.
why not? But who came up with it? That's my question. What if it was some weirdo? And I'm
So-
just like, ugh.
Some
But if it was actually
weirdo.
birthed from the stars, then sure, you know.
Yeah, I like to think that it's real. Like, there's this app called CoStar. CoStar. Oh,
We got some co-stars. Hey,
yeah.
sponsor us.
but I feel like you shouldn't like listen to it too intensely because like me and my girlfriend like just don't have good compatibility on there. But we are very compatible in real life, so it's
See you in a couple of
it
years.
just depends. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I do like to think that, and like numerology is totally real.
That's smart. Yeah.
Yeah, like stars, by the way.
The star sign.
The stars align.
On brand with the question. What are your signs? She wants to know too.
Aquarius.
Libra.
Capricorn.
Can you tell?
What is your sign? Okay.
Taurus.
Oh,
Happy
wow.
freaking birthday.
Happy
birthday.
freaking birthday.
So are you compatible with any of these guys' signs?
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
I'm with a Libra. I'm
Woo!
with a Libra.
Huh?
I'm with a Libra.
You are with the
Yeah,
Libra.
I'm with a Libra.
I'm with a lager.
All right, where's Michaela from New York?
Where is she?
New York.
right there. She put
good.
like 3 O's. I don't say New York that way, but
I think
Michaela
she meant
does.
hello.
Hello. Word of the day. Have you ever played in South America? And if so, did you like it?
Have we ever played where?
South America.
No, we haven't.
No.
We never have.
Never have.
But we might. Well,
It's technically not our fault.
I think we should next year. I think we're supposed to. Maybe, hopefully. I think we want
Argentina?
to.
Yeah.
We want to.
We may or may not.
But we will. May or may not, but we will.
I want to say this name right. Is it Charisse? Charisse. All right.
Nice.
I don't know how to talk. Charisse and Sam. This is a 2-parter from New York City. Oh, this is great. I actually love this question. The hell? What song is your indie sicko mode?
Oh. Indie. Is our indie sicko mode?
Yeah.
Like our version of sicko mode?
Like a hype.
What do I go hard to?
Are we to assume you
Indie
go hard to
sicko
sicko mode?
I go hard to
Or
sicko
your
mode.
indie sicko mode.
Yeah.
I would say.
I know mine.
What?
I'm going to give it a moment to let it linger.
Is it Linger by?
No, it's not linger. My indie sicko mode is wait. Well, the one I'm thinking of right now. Wait. Well, one I'm thinking of right. The one I was thinking of that I made you linger on is "Loving Is Easy," Rex Orange County. I put that on in parties, and I'm just like,
sicko mode.
Go hard.
But what is the other one?
God.
Indie.
That's a tough
Oh,
question.
Full Control by Snail Mail. I go super hard. Like,
Wow.
What? Cole, do you have an indie sicko
I think mine would be Last Caress, a Misfits song. I don't know how like indie but yeah, Misfits.
I like that. I like that.
Why is the one thing that's coming to my head right now like Heads Giving by Porches? Why does that come into my head right
I love that.
It's a
Good
great
song.
song.
It's giving the porches.
now?
There you
That's
go.
Not, that's not my full answer.
That was great.
That's
That was a
my
great question.
Current
too.
answer.
A lot of great questions here today.
All right, we'll wrap up right here with Janet from Queens. Right, nice. Up front,
That's
right
good.
here.
Right there.
This is actually a well thought out question. Not that yours wasn't, indie sicko mode.
Uh,
Since you recently released your debut album, was the creative process similar or different than when you released your EPs?
Ooh.
Wow, great question. I feel like it was a little different because the EP was our first time working with our producer, who did the album as well. So like, he's not our producer. We're not gonna do everything with him, but at the moment, he was like our producer. And the spring EP was like we had all the demos mapped out. Like we had everything for all 6 songs ready to go. So we were very just like knew what we wanted to do, and we did it in like 8 days, and it was very quick. And then the album, we just all knew we wanted to step it up more. And there was a lot more like half ideas, like not even fully written songs that we wanted to kind of do in the studio and build them more off inspiration rather than, even though they're off inspiration, but do more like in the studio, just more raw, like just more like let's build these songs from the ground up. So there's a lot of like brand new songs. Like Scrawny was written after a break. Like we recorded the album for like 2 weeks, took a break, and then in that break we wrote Scrawny. So like it was just more like we didn't go in with 11 songs we wanted to do. It was more like, let's go in with a couple old ideas and make them different. Let's go in with a bunch of new ideas. Let's go in with no idea and just write in the studio. So it was very different like that. And then putting it out, I feel like putting it out was like a way different experience too. I always like don't like putting out music for some reason. Like it takes me a year to actually like what we do because I'm so just like in the mode of making it that I can't stand it. Like not like the music, I just mean I can't stand saying it's done. Like, because I feel like it could always be different. But sitting on the album longer made me more excited for it to come out. I'm kind of rambling on. This is kind of a therapy session for me. I'm like, please, Braeden, let it out. But no, that's kind of, yeah, you know.
That was a great
Okay,
answer.
round of applause.